Hi guys, in episode 2 I promised that I'd give you an update on the little pond. That has now been finished. I'm really pleased to say it looks fantastic. It's just came down with rain as well. I was going to film this a couple of hours ago, but it's been raining for a couple of hours. So anyway, let me show you the new little pond. It looks really great. One thing I really wanted to show you guys as well was the pump setup we've got here. When we first had this installed, it grew organically. We needed water from the borehole to our container house, and at the time we needed a pump to do that. Unfortunately, we had no other water set up at the time, and it's sort of grown organically. It's a huge problem for us because we now have another 4 taps where we water all of our plants and things from, which should not be fed from this pump. But unfortunately, this is the only way we've got at the moment of feeding water from this tank to the plants. And that we're going to change that. We've got additional pumps coming. We've got additional rainwater setup coming. But what I wanted to show you was this Hitachi pump we've got. I mean, if Hitachi see this, I think they're going to either want to sponsor us or tell us off for abusing their pump so badly. I feel so sorry for this pump, guys. We have done everything with this pump that we shouldn't have done. It's still running. Yes, we've had some problems with the pressure switches, but they're cheap to change anyway. Hitachi, you get a big thumbs up from us for abusing your pumps, and they still work. Good job, guys. So I turned up 2 days ago, and of course the pump wasn't working, and it's the usual problem we have because the filtration we've got on this is not brilliant. It's not ideal. You can see here there is this here. Let me open that. This here is a pressure switch which detects when your system is up to pressure and it turns off the pump. This poor pump, if you look, it's covered in lizard droppings. This is termite dust where the termites have died because of sprays and stuff. So this failed yet again. We've had to replace it once already. I've just replaced it again. But this pump is incredible. It should not be being used in this way. It's been running for over 2 years now, and it's still working fine, apart from the odd failed switch. Like I say, we're going to rectify that as soon as we can. So we'll be sorting that one out shortly. But thank you, Hitachi. We love your pumps. You can always sponsor us if you want to, and I'll try not to abuse your pumps quite as much as I have done. While we're talking about pond systems, I might as well show you the large pond as well. We get a lot of groundwater flows towards the large pond. We put in a big collection pipe for that, which works quite well, but the way the water's flowing on the land, I need to just change or upgrade the way that pipe collects water. Let me show you here. This bit here, this area here, we get a lot of water flows. You can see it's been flowing out the ground literally, and it washes down here again, out the ground here as well, and it washes here towards our collection point, the large pipe. Now, as you can see, I've planted vertical grass around this. This kind of filtrates out the soil to try and stop too much soil washing into the pipe. I've also added like a steel mesh grate and a gravel trap as well. So that stops too much soil, which actually works really well. Actually, that's not too bad. But what I've noticed the other day, this area here fills up with water, and it can tend to try and flow around the pipe and find other ways into the pond. So I'm going to just have to build a little retaining mound here, a little wall, a little rock trap to just try and push the gravel here. Also, what I've noticed is the gravel tends to congeal with set solid with lots of sand in it. It sort of forms its own cement. So over time, you need to sort of rake that out, clear the sand out of it, clear the muck out of it, so it still acts like a filter. But actually, you know what? It works pretty well. That's not bad, guys. Let me show you the pond. It's looking fairly okay. The water level is still a bit low compared to how it was last year. But again, the rainy seasons we're having, guys, we got 20% less. No, let's try that again. The rainy season we're having at the moment, guys, I think we're getting 20 or 30% of the rain that we should be getting. It's been really bad here. And even when it rains in the village, sometimes we don't get rain here. Because we're between two mountains, you get this really weird little microclimate forming, and for some reason the mountains affect how the rainfall happens. It is really its own little microclimate. It's quite amazing, actually. Here's Rudy. Come on, Rudy. Lisa. Come on, Trouble. Hey, Bruni. This is one of my major tasks, feeding the dogs. Have to do that pretty soon, actually. Come on in. Roy. Nearly went head over to you there. Hi guys, I just wanted to give you a final update for the pond, for the little pond. We've just had the contractors in. They've just left just now, and they've done a fantastic job with the. They've basically laid turf around this, plus some long grass as well, and it looks awesome, guys. I'm really pleased with it. Whether we can keep it alive with the amount of rain we're having, well, not very much, or the amount of water we've got, which is limited, it's going to be difficult, but you know, we're going to try our best. It looks fantastic though, guys. I've got to show you. And even better, the dogs absolutely love it as well. Look at this. Rudy, do you like your new bed, Rudy? And then just one really final, absolutely brilliant thing is that we've already got, even though we've only had like the water in the small pond for maybe 3 or 4 days, we have got hundreds of dragonflies around here now, which is just fantastic news for me. I'm super chuffed about that. I will try and film them, but I'm not sure you're going to be able to see them on the camera. Let me see if I can catch them, but they're so fast as well. There must be more than 100 dragonflies flying around here at the minute. It's really wonderful, guys. Very, very happy. But this turf, it needs watering 3 times a day at first. So, guys, it's going to be tough. It's going to be a tough job. Let's see what happens. It's going to be interesting. Hi guys, I'd just like to jump in here and give you a quick update on the pond construction costs. The materials came in at 32,075 Thai baht. That's for all the concrete, sand and rebar, etc. And the labour costs came in at 17,500 Thai baht. It took a team of 4 guys about 8 days to finish. And for the pond landscaping costs, the labour and materials came in at 20,000 Thai baht, and that includes sand and compost as well to level the surface. So that brings the total cost for the pond construction, that includes the labour, the landscaping materials and everything, comes to 69,575 Thai baht, or 2,029 US dollars. We've also, let me show you this, we've also had some workers in today just to try and help keep all the brush down, all the weeds and stuff. So we're going through a process where we're cutting all the grasses down, and all those are being put around the trees as a mulch. Let me show you that. So all the weeds and all the grasses and stuff we're now using for a mulch around all the trees. You'll see it here, which is great as well. That will keep the moisture in around the trees, stop evaporation. And I know it looks a bit brutal right now, but it's rained so much yesterday that this will be super green in a day or two. And to top it off, we're also filling up our raised beds as well. So we'll soon be able to get planting with these. Yeah, we'll soon be able to get planting vegetables, probably in another month, I would say. So that's it, guys. That's it for now. Hope you like the video. Please comment if you like the new format. Comment if you like to know any more about any subject. Actually, it's really good when you guys get involved and you comment. It makes it seem more worthwhile. So take care. We'll chat soon.